Over here! The Great Mage needs to speak to you.
Why a sleepy town like Riverhold would need an investigator, I'll never know. And yet Mystic Thunderboots has set himself up in the Banished Regrets, just raring to solve a case. Pfft, what a fool.
We don't have a choice, Izanji.
And what? You expect us to just stroll into an Akaviri crypt?
Welcome to the House of Histories. You'll find no grander collection of curiosities and memorabilia in all of Elsewhere. I would offer you a tour, but we're currently investigating a most unfortunate theft. An ancient mural called the Ridana di Renada, otherwise known as the Song of Kingdoms. It chronicles the time when Elsewhere were 16 united kingdoms working in harmony. Unfortunately, it was shattered when the kingdoms entered into conflict. Yes, into exactly 16 pieces. My brother and I found and restored each and every one. And then, just as we were about to put all the pieces together again, they were stolen. Who would even do such a thing? Thank you for offering to help. Oddly enough, the thief did leave a note mentioning a grave of snake men. I suspect it refers to the Tomb of the Serpents, an old Akaviri crypt. Hopefully that is where you will find the missing pieces. The Rithana di Renala was created during a time of peace between the 16 kingdoms. It represented the unity of the Khajiiti people. The peace between the kingdoms did not last. The mural was shattered into 16 pieces, one for each kingdom. No one knows how it was so perfectly broken. Was it the clan leaders? Perhaps punishment from divine spirits? It is all a mystery. Elsewhere faces many dangers now. More than ever, the Khajiit must band together. I hoped that the Rithana di Renada would inspire lived in harmony. Yes, it is. But that clue is all we have at the moment. It actually reminds me of the old Khajiiti legend, Rajin and a Trail of Ink. Perhaps our thief is a fan of the trickster god. Wouldn't be too surprising. He was a renowned thief who possessed the Ring of Khajiiti, which allowed him to be invisible, silent, and quick. He ascended to become an immortal trickster god and patron to thieves. Rajin and the Trail of Ink is but one of his many legends.
You have agreed to help us. Oh, thank John and Jode. Patrons have been few and far between of late. We need that mural if the House of Histories is to keep its doors open.
Originally, our town was called Ralake, meaning Riverland in Tagra. But after centuries of trading with and being outright invaded by Cyrodiil, the name Riverhold was adopted. And so it has been for quite some time.
Another distraction.
I sent you that message stone days ago. I thought you were never going to respond. Here, let me set what I was working on aside. We have much to discuss, you and I. It seems I have a message for you, from an oracle. It was passed along in a manner that concerns me. But this isn't the proper way to hold a conversation. Meet me at the Mages Guild Hall in Davon's Watch. We can speak there. The Great Mage doesn't waste magicka. Important business should be conducted in person, in civilized surroundings. And matters involving an oracle deserve a modicum of privacy. Besides, no one else can see me. You appear to be talking to yourself.
So, I recently traveled past Two Moons Temple. I hate to say it, but I think the monks there have gone mad.
What makes you say that?
They said they were chasing butterflies, but
You have a look about you. Some sort of quality that's rare to find. And trust me, I'm never wrong about these sort of things. Can I interest you in a room at the local inn? Actually, wait, that came out wrong.
You mentioned butterflies. This one has a bad feeling about that.
Look,
A memory-
empty rooms are just bad for business. The upkeep alone costs me more than the place is worth. But I think we can come to a sort of arrangement. And not the sort of arrangement that involves a few drinks. Let me be clear about that. I need someone to improve the reputation of my properties. A hero type who people look up to. And I have a feeling about you. You've done something great and are probably on the way to do something greater. Seems like we can help each other here. Yeah, all right. Details. I can see how this might be a bit sketchy, but don't worry. The inn room is well kept, conveniently located. I know you adventuring types wanting a home in every town. This would be a nice addition to your holdings. No catch. I just need someone to freshen up my image. And my gut tells me you're the one to do that. As long as you're not planning on turning it into a skooma den or an outlaw's refuge, the room is all yours. Oh, sure. You can set up some crafting stations, house your pets, display any treasures or trophies you've come upon in your adventures. Hey, you can even set up a target dummy to practice combat. Just don't demolish the place and we're good. Excellent. You won't regret this decision, I swear. Here's the deed and key to the room. Took me a while, but I finally was able to take them back from the last tenant. Required more time in the sewers than I had hoped for, but hey, that's business. Hope the room is to your liking. With your reputation, I'm sure you shouldn't have any trouble with the neighbors. If you do, remember death threats are not the way to go. Had a spot of trouble when my last tenant started sending those out. Nope, just make yourself at home. Spruce things up a bit. Honestly, I can't wait to see how you arrange the place. Hopefully you'll end up with a few less Daedric shrines than another former tenant of mine. Like 0. 0's a good number. Oh, what a relief. I can't tell you how hard it is to wash bloodstains off of cobble floors. But that's not even the worst of it. I've had tenants cram their rooms with the wildest things. Mounts, foliage, assistants. I mean, it's an inn room. I own this and several other properties throughout Tamriel. It pays to diversify. Of course, that means I've got to look out for a variety of troubles, too. But hey, no one ever said the real estate business was easy.
Dancing through savannah grass, on light feet we glide. Hey, hey, Bandari boy, tap your heels in stride. Hey, hey, Bandari girl, swing your tail inside. Valvijavaru, Bandari, carrying our world in packs. Valvijavaru, Bandari, our kingdom.
Mizar feels as much a part of the Dominion as he does the Empire. After all, both care nothing for him, much less this.
Hey, hey, Bandari boy, where the wild winds blow. Hey, hey, Bandari girl, our caravan in tow. Valvijavaru, Bandari, carrying our world in packs. Valvijavaru, your guiding star. Hey, hey, Bandari boy, keep close and we'll go far. Hey, hey, Bandari girl, hey! A vagabond bazaar.
Would you like to hear the words of our beginnings? It was Azura who shaped us according to the will of her mother, Fadomai. The Khajiit were made to be fastest, cleverest, and most beautiful. Azura gave us the gifts to climb to great heights, to deceive those who may harm us. But there was a terrible cost to Azura's gift. Nerni, mother to all creatures, was furious that we had changed our shape. She turned our sweet grasslands to dry desert, our tall forests to thickets of thorns. Yes, by giving us the secrets of the moons and how to change our shapes. From this wisdom came the Pamars and the Dagi, the Alfiq and the Oms. This is why the Khajiit remain faithful to Azura, despite Nerni's great punishment.
The wood elves have their rot meth brew, made of meat and bile. The lizards eat their bugs and twigs and everything so vile. But those of us who walk the sands know life's greatest pleasure is strictly This one weaves a song, he'll sing it to you all day long. Will you love him? Will you love him?
Dragons once ruled Tamriel, you know. They were cruel masters, thinking little of the mortals that they ruled over. I wouldn't be surprised if they're planning to rule again.
I tell you, Khajiiti traders are slipperier than buttered eels. Sure, they're all pleasantries and compliments when the negotiations start. But try to cut yourself a fair deal? That's when they show you just how stubborn they can be.
This one weaves a song, he'll sing it to you all day long. Will you love him?
So many travelers have not known the warm company of a Khajiit before traveling to Rimmon. They are so often surprised by our vigor, one could say.
He'll even play the fool. Say you love him. Say you love him. So many sweetmeats this one could woo, but it's you that he needs. Oh, he begs and pleads. In the moonlight, he will surely worship you. But
Bazdal has been confined in Rimmon for far too long. He needs open fields to stretch and run. Instead, he is forced to walk crowded city streets.
Azora willing, we will be on the road on schedule today. Interested in tagging along? We can always use an extra caravan guard. We make roads throughout Tamriel, but our primary stops are in Eldenroot, Mournhold, and Wayrest. Where would you like us to drop you off?
You are the one I seek. Greetings. My benefactor wishes to speak to you about a matter that could affect the fate of our world. If my benefactor wished to discuss details in the open, why send a messenger? The matter is for your ears only. My benefactor awaits you in the Patheri house, near Tradesman's Square. Do not tarry.
I'm busy, very busy.
Hey, have one with me.
I'd rather drink with our goblins.
It's not a good day to travel, but travel we must.
I suppose I could use another break.
Watch it.
Hey there, good looking. Are you the one Lady Arabelle promised to send me? I could use the help. I'm neck deep in a secret mission that involves a beautiful missing woman. It's a mystery straight out of an Investigator Vale novel. Ah, that part comes later. The darling Valencia has disappeared. So, that takes precedence. I was hired by Lady Arabelle to pick up some medallions from Valencia. But when I got to her workshop, I found the place ransacked, and she was gone. People in my line of work tend to acquire various contacts. I put the word out, and finally got one of mine to bite. I'm off to meet up with Taraska now. So, want to help me find Valencia and talk to my contact? You'll be paid, naturally. Here's the location where my contact Taraska wants to meet. I hired a wagon to take us there. Hope you don't mind being in close quarters for a bit. My good look. Valencia crafted them from a master medallion. Lady Arabelle says they're crucial to the success of our mission. But I stopped listening when I realized they weren't worth any gold. They're invitations of some sort, but she didn't tell me what for. Not really. My first job for Lady Arabelle was to track down the master medallion, the template used to make the others. I don't know the finer details, or care to. I was supposed to get the medallions from Valencia, but they were missing too. I asked the same thing. Lady Arabelle said, and I quote, "Don't be foolish, dear." She really knows how to wound with her words. It has something to do with Valesia's enchantments. They permit the wearers to enter a protected location. Valesia's a gorgeous young wizard making a name for herself in the Mages Guild. I've only met her twice, but she's wild for me. She probably stays up every night dreaming of this handsome face. I have that effect on people, you know. Exactly. First at one of those stuffy Society of the Steadfast events that Lady Arabelle forced me to attend. And then I saw her again after I recovered the Master Medallion and delivered it to her workshop. All that matters is that we find her. Some philanthropic organization that Lady Arabelle works for. They provide aid to those displaced or wounded by the ongoing war in Cyrodiil, among other charities.